Stepped on the scene, dripped in saline. Whole crew shining, call me Mr. Clean. Came in from the back, walked right to the front. Dancing to the music, smoking on the. Got the women smiling, punk grilling me, looking all dusty. Black Force energy, I don't even drink, but the team pop bottles. Not here for the beef, but the Glock holds hollows. Think I'm cocky, but I think I'm worse. In this flexing like a Mr. Universe.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros was Sandy Ryan's split decision draw with Jessica McCaskill, a robbery. We're going to listen to what Sandy Ryan had to say on social media after the fight, and then we'll discuss whether or not we thought it was a robbery. Here's Sandy Ryan.
I don't know what to say, but I feel like I need to come on here and do a video. The biggest fight of my life, and I nearly changed my life tonight, but we can get the rematch. Hopefully, Jess's team have agreed. Eddie's up for it. Everyone wants to see the rematch, and I want the rematch, so we need to settle it. And I don't know, but all I want to say is thank you for all the support, and also the American fans out here in the crowd. You amazing, like.
So that's what was said. I'm turning over to Dollar Bill. Oh, Dollar Bill, you with us? Oh, okay. My man is frozen. All right. All right, Dollar Bill, you with us? All right. What was your reaction to that?
My reaction was, wow. Listen, too many times in boxing, people are quick to call something a robbery. When it's a tough and close competitive fight, people are quick to be like, oh, that's a robbery. It's been too many fights that we've seen that's been close, and it didn't go the person's way, or a person's favorite fighter's fans' way, and the next thing you know, they're going to say it's a robbery. This is the time where that word can be used. I watched this fight, and I didn't see no round, maybe one, that I can give to Jessica McCaskill. I thought that Sandy Ryan beat her every round. I thought it was clear. It was decisive. It was going to be a unanimous decision that Miss Ryan's won. You know, you can even see it on Jessica's face. Look, this is worse than a hometown because you know, sometimes you be like, you know, we done said it plenty of times on the show, like, oh, they're in the UK, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go out there and knock them out because you know the UK, they gonna give them the hometown, you know, love. And we say it here too. When UK fighters come over here, they gotta go knock this person out because you know they're gonna try to. It happens, you know what I'm saying? It happens. But this right here, I was disgusted with, and shout out to the fans. Those were true fans of the sport of boxing in there. They didn't care where anybody was from. That's what I'm on. They didn't care where that young lady was from. They didn't care if she was from across the pond.
The Yanks, Dollar Bill?
Pardon me? Yeah.
I said the Yanks?
Yeah. The Yanks. They didn't care that she was from across the pond. They just cared. They knew who the right fighter was, and they booed the crap out of Jessica McCaskill. She couldn't even get the words out. She knew it. She could feel it in her face, in her heart. You could hear it in her voice. She knows she lost. She knew she lost, and the crowd let her know. I think it was even one of her cousins was booing out there telling her that she lost. You know what I'm saying? McCaskill shirt on. They was like, boo! You know what I'm saying? You know it's bad when your family tells you you lost. You know what I'm saying? So, look, I forget, I know that they're going to run it back. They got to run it back. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, like, I wish that they didn't even have to. Like, there's somebody that can overturn this because it was that obvious. You know, it was that obvious. Not even no disrespect. It was that obvious that the lady, Sandy Ryan's won, and she handled it like a trooper. I know a lot of men fighters that would have been crying, throwing temper tantrums and everything, rolling around on the ring in there. She held it down like a true champion. She knew she won. So to me, the undisputed champion in that weight class is Sandy Rhines. So congratulations to you on a wonderful fight, a shutout. You look like Richardson Hitchens out there. You know what I'm saying? So, look, that's all I gotta say, man. I was disgusted with the draw, and that was bad. That was bad. If you want to say robbery, this is the time where we can say robbery. Because to me, that was the robbery.
Yeah, my man G didn't watch this fight, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. Trill touched on this, and I thought this isn't the first time this happened. I've seen it happen several times in America. See, I don't know about other places, but in America, we call it like it is, bruh. We don't play those games. And you saw in a crowd full of Americans, we saw what we saw, and we saw the injustice, and we booed it on the spot in front of McCaskill, in front of the judges, in front of anyone who had anything to do with it. And what was dope, and this is what I like about boxing, this is what I like about sports, but this is what I like about boxing in general, is you saw it was a room full of diverse people of all backgrounds, because you have Zepeda, who's Mexican, you have Hitchens, who's black and who's Haitian, and you have all types of people from different backgrounds in that crowd. We had white people in there as well. Yeah, and everyone came together and said, I saw what I saw, and this is wrong. That's what makes boxing great. So I want to talk about a few things. One is this fight is a primary example why we need 3-minute rounds in women's boxing. I'm not saying that they need to go 12 rounds. They can go 10 3-minute rounds. But it was evident to me that Sandy Rhines was the better boxer. She landed the cleaner punches, the more effective punches. She had the punch placement. She did everything the right way. McCaskill, on the other hand, she'll throw a bunch of wild punches. She'll try to be rough in there. She'll do all types of things. And when a round is only 2 minutes, she can do that because she's going to rest half as long as she fights. So she goes back to the corner. She rests up to come back out there and throw those wild punches. But if she had to fight 3-minute rounds, it would have been evident to the judges and everyone in there who was the better fighter. You have a draw because some of these judges can't tell the difference between who's doing the good, clean work in there and who's mucking up the waters with this wild, terrible shots. It's almost like Chisora. I feel like every Chisora fight, people say, oh, Chisora was in the fight. Chisora's doing all types of wild, crazy stuff, mucking up the waters, but his work isn't effective. His work isn't clean. He's not landing the better quality punches. And that's what we saw in this fight. But if you allow them to fight 3 minutes, we will have a larger sample size of their work, and it would be evident. It would be evident. And in fact, Sandy Rhines probably would have ended up stopping Jessica McCaskill because it looked like she was starting to fade towards the end. And it looked like Sandy Rhines was starting to put it on Jessica McCaskill at the end. So, again, I think this fight is an example of that. And also both fights with Delphine Persoon and Katie Taylor. So, to answer the question, was it a robbery? Hell yeah, it was a robbery. I had it 8 rounds to 2. I can't believe people had it so close. The fact that it was so close is amazing to me. The fact that the audience, everyone booed, was amazing to me. The fact that when they asked Jessica McCaskill herself, did you do enough to win this fight? She said, maybe not enough to win, but I know I did enough to get a draw. Where have you heard that? What fighter has ever conceded that in the ring? Crazy. Was it a robbery? Absolutely. But what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. It's a shame that they got to run it back. And if they do run it back, if I'm Ryan's, well, I feel like I need a knockout. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
I feel it in my soul.
game so cold. In my cell, all them loony nights.